Welcome, modern day mystics, fellow truth seekers, James and Justin, back again with another reaction video. And it's been a while since we've done a reaction to some Judaism content. So we're going to take a look at this video done by the Jewish Learning Institute. It's entitled 13 Principles of Jewish Faith Explained.
Another good piece of information to know.
Rabbi Moshe ben Maimon, known in Hebrew by his acronym Rambam, and in English as Maimonides, was the Jewish star of the 12th century and a luminary for humanity. One of the greatest codifiers of Torah law and a giant of Jewish philosophy, he formulated a list of the 13 principles of Jewish faith, or as he described them, Judaism's fundamental truths and very foundation. To this day, Jewish communities worldwide recite or sing summarized versions of Maimonides' 13 principles. 1. God exists. God is the essence of perfection and the primary cause of all existence. 2. God is one. He is not a composite or divisible, but the most absolute and unparalleled unity. 3. God is non-corporeal. He has no body or part, and all references to God couched in the terms of human experience, such as movement, rest, seeing, and speaking, are metaphors. 4. God is eternal. This also means that nothing pre-existed God or brought God into being. 5. We must serve God exclusively. That precludes worshiping any entity or force that God created or that we have imagined. 6. God communicates through prophecy. It takes hard work to become spiritually fit for prophecy, and even then, communicate.
That's kind of a unique one. God communicates through prophecy. Now, I guess it depends on what you mean by prophecy. Are we talking about predictions of the future? But I've also heard people talk about a prophetic word. So maybe an inspiring word. It must be. It's got to be kind of intertwined with that. If you're thinking about Moses, receiving the tablets, the information that was brought to the Jewish people and how I guess they wrote it down.
Right.
That must be what's meant kind of by prophecy.
I feel like you could just sort of, what is it called? Deconstruct the whole idea of prophecy and be like, from where does prophecy come? Does prophecy come out of the lips of his prophets? Yeah. Is that how it actually goes down? Like God interacts with a prophet.
Yeah.
And then the prophet prophesies. And so that seems to be the means to which God communicates.
Yeah, yeah. And the first 5, like there's nothing there in the first ones about the attributes of God, which I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Even the very distinct monotheistic nature of Judaism there, of God as in corporal, that it said?
Incorporeal.
Yeah.
Incorporeal, which I think just means is not matter, is not like physical, isn't matter. And that's pretty significant. God is incorporeal, meaning like from that realm, from wherever that is, or whatever that is, comes this, like, the message God actually has for this corporeal realm.
Or that God is not separate from anything. God is in absolutely everything.
Right.
Communication is entirely God's choice and initiative. 7. The prophecy of Moses is supreme. God chose him from all humanity, for all of time, to receive the highest degree of prophetic experience. 8. The Torah is of divine origin. The Torah scrolls every word, along with the explanations that Moses delivered to us orally, is all from God's mouth. 9. The Torah is not susceptible to change. It was delivered by God in deliberate form and never can or will be amended in any way. 10. God knows everything. This includes God's active attention to each individual at every moment. 11. God rewards and penalizes. God communicated his expectations and gave us the ability to choose. He assures that our choices bear consequences. 12. There will be a Messiah and a messianic era. A time will come in which the Torah will be fulfilled in entirety, and we will fully benefit from the blessings that will ensue as a result. The messianic era will be conducted by a mortal Messiah, a descendant of King David, who will become an unparalleled global leader. We must constantly anticipate his arrival. 13. There will be a resurrection of the dead. At some point, God will restore the departed souls of the righteous from heaven and recreate their bodies to participate in and benefit from a perfected world.
This is going to be weird, but for some reason that one where it said the dead will be resurrected just makes me think about AI for some reason.
Interesting. Oh, yeah, just because the ability to, like, bring back people, you know,
Well,
they're getting so good at it.
There's all this, like, controversy and dispute over doing that with the living, you know, making the living younger and using younger versions of people. And, you know, you can use ChatGPT to be like, how would Socrates say this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that stuff is advancing at levels that, you know, not very long ago would seem magical. And so you take that to the nth degree, you know, in some singularity type thing. And, you know, what if these things learn how to, like,
I can just imagine
bioengineer?
someone be like, stop taking the magic away from it. No.
But that is still magic.
I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That was what I wanted to kind of get at. It's still magical. It's still... whatever way it happens, you know.
That's where my mind went.
These principles begin with God as the primary cause of existence and conclude with the perfected world. Our ancient sages revealed that the reason that God created all that exists is for us to actively build the perfected world of the messianic era.
There we have it. Nice
Interesting
video by the Jewish Learning Institute. You know, just little by little, we get these little breadcrumbs, and we learn more about all these faiths. One thing that really, stuck out to me was kind of the way that this system kind of locked down the Jewish faith, where it was like this, you know, Moses is the final prophet. Torah cannot be changed. There's this unchanging factor. And my question would be, if I was talking with anyone who's Jewish, I'd be like, do you ever get bothered by that? Does it stifle, you know, the possibility for growth or evolution, or how you look at things? Do you ever feel that stifling? I don't like anything that's like it's permanently locked down. Well, maybe there's some things I like, but I like permanently locked down. But
yeah, well, it's almost what is more restrictive, saying that people aren't even free to have restrictions, or that for some there can be restrictions and for some there can be not. You know, like at the risk of being blasphemous, sometimes I try to imagine somebody that's a bit of a spiritual alchemist that maybe mixes elements of religions together, or, you know, applies new revelations to an already existing religion. But I think that if you're going to be that bold, then you also need to maybe, you know, have some respect for people that believe that it's good the way it is and that it shouldn't be changed. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be too pandery. I'm just trying to cut through all the nonsense and what actually makes sense.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, well, guys, let us know if you want us to do more reactions like this. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, share this with a friend, and everyone, until next time, stay spiritual.